Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on statistical mechanics, that is your core paper 14, belongs to your 6th semester BSc syllabus. Okay. In our last class we have been discussed density of phase points in a classical ensemble. Okay. So for microcanonical ensemble it will be constant. For canonical ensemble it will be a into e to the power minus e by kt. And for your grand canonical ensemble, it is A into e to the power mu n minus e by kt, where mu is your chemical potential. In detail, we have been discussed. For that, we have been discussed about Liouville's theorem. Then we have been discussed about density of distribution in a phase space. Discussed about pictorial representation of phase point and ensemble. That is your mean or phase trajectories. These are phase trajectories, means each and every point, phase point, how with time they are changing their location. So these are the things we have been discussed. And also we have been discussed that for a particular time the density of a unit cell is going to be changed. And here one thing you have to remember, this point is nothing but called as the phase point, or it is a system of an ensemble. And another things also I have been told to you that you have to also remember that here it has been written here, in an ensemble the systems plays the same role as the non-interacting molecules in the gas. Suppose we are going to consider a gas, these are the non-interacting molecules or particles. What is the physical significance? Here gas inside the molecule, exactly the same physical significance we have to consider. The system, this is the phase point or the so-called system inside the ensemble. Okay, this point you have to also remember. Today we are going to discuss about macrostate and microstate. Why it is important, first we have to discuss, then we have to go for this macrostate and microstate. In short, whatever we discussed just now, that this row or density of a probability distribution is the function of both q, p and t. That is, this is the density of probability distribution, that means number of systems or phase points in a infinite small region or the phase cell in the tau space at a given time. So this is the most important, and this value is changed, this value is different for microcanonical ensemble. Last class whatever we have been discussed, okay, last class we have been discussed this one. Rho is different for your microcanonical ensemble and canonical and grand canonical ensemble. Okay, so here rho is the most important uh, physical parameter, you can say, to determine this is q, okay, this is p, to determine the state of a system, state of a ensemble, sorry, state of a ensemble, or state of a if we are going to consider a gas cylinder. Suppose this is a gas cylinder and three particles are there. So where they are exactly, they are at corner, or they are at this corner, or they are spreaded inside the gas cylinder, or they are at the center. So exactly where these three molecules inside the container, on the base of that we are going to define the property or the macro state of the system. Okay, again I am going to be explain, you have to watch carefully. That suppose three particles inside the container of the gas. So these are the five situations I have been shown to you, that these three particles like this at the center. Okay, these three particles are at the corner of this gas cylinder. Here this corner of the gas cylinder, at the middle. Okay, and this is double time I drawn, no problem. So these are the four situations I have been drawn here, that it is represents the different state of the molecules inside the gas container. On the base of their states, we can predict or evaluate the macroscopic parameters, that is your temperature, pressure, and other physical parameters, and etc. you can say. So these locations always changes with time. As I told that in a gas cylinder, as you consider that these points are your gas molecules, is equivalent to this point is represents a phase point in the ensemble. Here I told to you that you have to always remember these things. In ensemble, the system plays the same role as the non-interacting molecule in gas. So here, given given example, whatever I explained here, that this gas molecule is represents a phase point in the ensemble. Okay, whatever represented over here. So these are the phase points in the entire ensemble. But these phase point always changes their location. Only for that we are getting the trajectory, no? These are the phase trajectory or change of location with time. So these phase points always changes their location with time. Only for that we are getting the phase trajectories. Okay. That means we can say that if we are going to consider a small volume unit cell, this is a small unit cell. Inside this small unit cell, or you can say phase cell, infinitesimal region or phase cell, inside this phase cell, the density or the number of points is going to be changed. Okay, if the points whatever inside this ensemble, if they are changing their location each and every time, so in a particular volume or a new unit volume or in a phase cell, they are going to change their numbers, or we can say density inside this, density of a point, that means this is rho, is the density of a probability distribution, or the number of systems or phase points in an infinitesimal region in a given time. So this, if these points they are changing their location, so obviously this rho is going to be changed with time. Okay, this is the representation of number of systems or phase points in a infinitesimal region in the gamma space or inside the ensemble tau space inside the ensemble at a given time. This is going to be changed because this is also function of qpt. Okay, so with time this density or number of phase points inside a infinitesimal volume is going to be changed. Why I am going to be again and again explaining these things or giving the importance to the density, that means number of points inside a infinitesimal volume, you just watch. I am going to be explain. I am going to be say that why I am giving the emphasizing this your rho, that is your density. See, here I am going to give you the example that suppose this situation compared with this situation. In this two situation, inside the cylinder 3 distinguishable particles are there, but the situation or the state are different. If the state are different, then I can say the pressure for this situation and for pressure, gas pressure for this situation are different. So if this situation changes to this, again pressure is going to be changed. That means here I am going to take infinite small volume, this one. Okay, infinite small volume size for suppose this one. So here I am going to take a infinite small volume. In this infinite small volume, here only one gas molecule is there. In this infinite small volume, I am going to be divide with the infinite small volumes. Okay. So here you can, I'm roughly doing. So in this infinite small volume, 3 phase points. In this infinite small volume, 3 phase points, but location are different. But here infinite small volume, only one phase, one gas molecule is there. So these are the three different states, I can say. These are the three different states. So due to three different states, we are going to get three macroscopic parameters. Okay. That means we can say here rho 1 for this one, rho 2 is for this one, rho 3 is this one. The magnitude of rho 2, rho 3 may be same, but the location is changes. But here rho 1 is not equal to rho 2, not equal to rho 3. So density is changes. That means the distribution of the particle inside the gas container is most important. If the distribution will be in such a way that the density increases, or the density of a probability distribution increases, on the base of that we can say that the state of the system has been changed. Okay, if rho is going to vary with time, then we can say the system is changes from one state to another state. Okay, so here I'm going to show you a simple example by considering a system or a container. Suppose this is a gas container and it is divided with three equal compartments and three particles, distinguishable particles. Here these particles are not distinguishable. Okay, we are going to consider in generalized way that distinguishable particles are A, B, C. Okay, that means this whole ensemble I am going to be decreased this size. This is, you can consider the whole ensemble. In this whole ensemble, these are the phase cells. So this is the large ensemble. I have been sorted or considered a very small ensemble. That is, this is your small ensemble having three different or distinguishable particles are going to be arranged in these three compartments. So in how many ways they are going to be arranged, that many states we are going to get. Okay, I am going to show you that. Suppose one state we are going to be found that all the particles are here in one phase cell. Okay, in one unit phase cell or infinitesimal region, all the three are there. This is one microstate, we can say. This is one state. First I am going to say you, then I am going to explain. So this is another, this is one state. Suppose like this is another state. So this, as these are the different particles, this can be arranged in this way, BAC or CAB, like that. So as much different way of arrangements of these three different or distinguishable particles in these three compartments, that many states are possible. Okay, so we are going to consider one state. Suppose 3 sorry so suppose 300. Okay, 300 state. 300 state means first compartment will be contain 3 and other will be 0 and another will be 0. So how many possible arrangements can be possible? Only one. Okay, now we have to consider 111 state. 111 state means the first compartment will be contain one particle, second will be contain one particle, and third will be contain one particle. 111 is going to be arranged. So how many ways? You just see A B C or A C B. Okay, here you can see that B A C, B C A can be, C A B, C B A. So how many states we found for a particular macro state? So these are called as the so-called microstates. Okay, so if we are going to consider that one particle will be first compartment, another one particle will be second, one particle will be third compartment. That means 111 we are going to be arranged as these particles are distinguishable. A B C, three particles are distinguishable. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6 arrangements are possible. So this is called as your macro state, and for this macro state 6 micro states are present. 6 microstates are present. Okay, so here each microstates giving the different physical behavior of the system. Okay, so this microstate giving one physical behavior, this is another, this is another, this is so different state, different physical behavior or different macroscopic property of a whole system. Okay, so this example we are going to be discuss in our forthcoming sections elaborately, so should not be worried about that. Here I just want to say to you that what is exactly macrostate and microstate. Here I am going to explain once again that this ensemble is contains so many numbers of systems. I just reduced to very small, that this is whole ensemble having 3 phase cells, only 3 phase cells, and 3 particles are going to be arranged in this 3 compartments. It can be many different ways. How many different ways? It will be 3 to the power 3 will be 27 different ways. 27 different ways means 27 micro states are possible. How it is, that we are going to be discussed in our forthcoming sections. So here for a particular macro state, that means where in which compartment how many number we are going to be defined here. How many number? 1 1 1. This here one particle, here one particle, here one particle, but the particles are distinguished, so hence 6 combinations are possible. So these are called as the 6 microstates of this particular macro state. So as different macrostates, different microstates are possible. So here rho, if I am going to consider any state of this one, the rho is 1, because rho is represents that number of systems in a infinitesimal region. This is your infinitesimal region. How many numbers of systems are there? Only 1. For this case also 1. For this case also 1 1 1 1. The magnitude is same, but as the different particles are present, different particles, that means here if A will be here, what will be the macroscopic behavior? If A will be changes the position, then the macroscopic behavior is going to be changed. How? Here you can see that suppose we are going to consider, suppose on the table this is a, suppose one rack is there, 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, three masses are there. So suppose 5 kg mass is here, 2 kg here, 1 kg here. So what will the potential energy for this system if I am going to change like this, 1 kg here, 2 kg here, 5 kg here, the potential energy is going to be changed, because the 5 kg mass here, it is at highest distance from the ground level, but in this case it has the lowest distance. So for this case, this is mg5 plus mg2 plus mg1. The potential energy will be this one, mg into, sorry, I written wrongly here. For this case, 5g, suppose this maximum height is 10 plus 2g, this second height is suppose 5 and the third height suppose it is 1 meter, so 1g1. So here we found that it is g into, it is 50, 10, 50 plus 10, 62g. But in this case it will be 1g10 plus 2g5 plus 5g1. So it will be g into 10, 10, 5, 25. So for this case, maybe arrangements are, three masses are arrangements as 1, 1, 1. That means here in these two case, macrostate is 1, 1, 1. Means each compartment contain one particle. But as the particle are different, that means mass is different, then potential energy of this system, these two system will be different. So hence, likewise, as here the three particles are distinguishable, so maybe these three arrangements are belongs to same macrostate, but its behavior will be different. So simply I am going to say that for a particular macrostate there will be a numbers of microstates. So here microstates is going to be changed, or different microstates will be give the different behavior of the system. Okay, so hence macrostate and microstate is important to study for our further sections. Okay, so before we have to go for the detailed discussion about macrostate and microstate with an example of 4 particles in 2 compartment. Here I given one example that also we are going to discuss. This 3 particles in 3 compartments. But here one example we have to discuss 4 particles in 2 compartments. Before that, here we have been discussed in detail for each and every macrostate what are the microstates are possible. So before that, it need to know the basic idea about probability, permutation and combination. Okay, so these are the basic things. We have to move quickly, you just watch. We know that the probability is nothing but probability of an event is nothing but number of ways leading to the event of interest divided by total number of equal likely ways. Okay, let an event occurs in m ways and fails to occur in n ways. The total number of equal likely ways are n equal to m plus n. Okay, the probability of occurring an event will be, for this case, will be how much? M by n or m by m plus n. These things already we have been studied in our plus 2 table. We are just revising here. Okay, if a coin will be thrown, we are going to take an example, thrown, then probability of head will be come off will be 1 by 2, because whenever we have to toss a coin, then we are going to expect either head or either tail. So what will the probability that we are going to get head only? That will be h by 2 outcomes. Total number of 2 possible outcomes are ht. So 1 by 2. And the probability tail will be come of 1 by 2. Now we have to consider from a well shuffled pack of cards. Pack of cards means in a pack of cards 52 cards are there. So who are playing the cards or who know about the about somewhat about the cards, he and she can be understand well this one. Or you can uh, take a pack of card and you just watch it. Verify it, this question. From a well shuffled pack of cards, a card is drawn randomly. The probability of the card will be a queen. We know that the 4 queens are present, so 4 by 50, 52. A king of the spread, the king of the spread is only 1, so 1 by 52. So either a queen or a king. The total number of queens are 4, total number of kings are 4. So total number of, if I'm going to consider queen or either king, so here either queen means 4, 4 possible probability are there, and here also 4 is there for the king. So total 8, and total number of cards are 52, so 8 by 52. So a dice having 6 faced thrown, what is the probability that a face will be 4 dots? So 6 faced means that we know that the dice we are playing 1, 2, like this dots are there on the dice. So 6 faced, so a face will be 4 dots, so it will be only one face the dice has, that it has only 4 dots, so it will be 1 by 6. So a face will be dot with dots less than 5. Less than 5 means 4 faces are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 faces, so 4 by 6. Okay. So next, probability of non-occurrence of an event. Let a probability of an event to occur in a trial is P. The probability of event does not occur will be, let it is Q, as total probability, that is sum of the probability of occurrence and not occurrence is always 1. That means P plus Q will be equal to 1. Okay, so this is the probability that for occurrence, this is the probability that not occurrence, and we know that occurrence and not occurrence always 1. Here you can see probability of getting head is 1 by 2, probability getting not head will be also 1 by 2. That means probability of getting tail 1 by 2. If we are going to add these two, it will be 1 always. So total probability of a system always should be 1, that we know. So this is important, that probability of independent events probability of number of independent events occurring simultaneously is equal to the product of the probability of the individual events. So independent events, whenever we are going to found, then the total probability will be total probability. Here probability of number of independent events means total probability will be product of individual events. That means suppose P1, P2, P3 up to Pn are the probability of n independent events, then the probability of n independent event occurring simultaneously, if we are going to consider, then it will be P equal to P1 into P2 into P3 up to Pn. Now we have to consider mutually exclusive events. Events are said to be mutually exclusive if occurrence of one event prevents the occurrence of other. These events does not occur simultaneously. Do not occur simultaneously is nothing but called as the mutual exclusive. That means one occurrence, if we are going to consider, the another is going to be automatically blocked. That means if A and B are two mutually exclusive events, then probability of occurrence of A and B simultaneously is the addition of a probability A, probability of B. That means one occurrence prevents the other occurrence. That is called the mutual exclusive. Two independent events, whenever they are going to be occur, whenever one occur, and another is going to be prevent or blocked, at that time we can say that the both events are mutually exclusive. Okay, for that the total probability will be Pa and Pb. Now we are going to consider two examples of each here. For the independent events, I am going to show you that a card is drawn from a deck of cards. A card, only one card. A coin is tossed and a six-faced dice thrown simultaneously. Okay, so these three are very fully different events. So if we are going to consider the probability of getting an egg from the card, that will be 4 by 50, because 4 eggs are there, 4 by 50. Tail from the tossed, whenever we are going to toss a coin, then probability of getting tail will be 1 by 2, and 2 on the dice will be 1 by 6. So these are the three independent events. So whenever we are going to consider total probability simultaneously, or simultaneous probability of these three independent events will be 4 by 52 P1 P2 into P3, P1 into P2 into P3, 4 by 52, 1 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 6. You just go for, you calculate the answer. So here you can see that whenever I am drawing the card, it is not blocked the tossing the coin. Whenever I am considering the tossing the coin, it is not blocked the throwing the six-faced dice. So these are the three independent events. Now we are going to consider mutually exclusive event. One example: two cards are drawn simultaneously from a pack, from a well shuffled pack. This is a pack of cards. We are going to draw two cards from this pack. Okay, find the probability that at least one of them is king of heart. We know that king of heart is one king of heart is there. So suppose I have drawn two. If one is king of heart, then another is not required to draw. Then that means another event is going to be blocked automatically. You got my point? So if one is occurred, another automatically prevented. So for this case it has to be add. So these two events are mutually exclusive. If first card will be king of heart, second will be rejected or blocked automatically. So for the first one, it will be 1 by 52 plus 1 by 52. So total probability of for this example, it will be 2 by 52. Okay. Now principle of equal priori probability. Let a box is divided into two equal compartments. This one, a particle is thrown into the box. So it has equal probability of going either two of the compartment. That means this ball can be moved to this compartment or this compartment. It has equal probability. Okay, can we go to the C1 or C2, compartment 1 or compartment 2. This is called the equal priori probability. This principle is called the equal priori probability. The probability of particle going to any one of the compartment is 1 by 2. The probability of going compartment 1 is 1 by 2. Probability of going the particle in the compartment 2 also 1 by 2. Similarly, the box divided into n equal sized compartments, then the probability of the particle going any one of the compartment will be 1 by n, obviously. Okay, why I am discussing these things? Because these are required for our for the discussion. Okay, these are the basics that we have to know. Now we have to consider a box is divided into 3 equal sized compartments. Sorry, 30 equal sized. Here you can see 30 equal sized, 1, 2, 3 up to 30. Okay. Now a ball is thrown into the box is equally likely to go any one of the compartment. That means equally priori probability that whatever we haven't discussed, as it is equally sized, all the compartments are equal sized. Then if I am going to drop a ball, so this ball has equal probability that can be moved this or this compartment. Okay, equal probability. If 10 balls are thrown into the box, That box means 30 compartments. Then calculate probability for a particular compartment to contain only one ball. Okay, all the 10 ball, that means particular compartment, suppose we are going to consider this compartment will be contain only one ball. What will be the probability? Contain this box, this compartment is going to be contain all the 10 balls. What will be the probability? And this box is not going to be contain no balls. What will be the probability? Okay, that we are going to find out. Probability of first ball going to a compartment will be 1 by 30, whatever that is the principle of priori probability, whatever we haven't discussed, that 1 by n. Okay, the first ball is going to go for a compartment, any compartment, that will be 1 by 30. Okay, probability of second ball not going to that compartment, that means if the first question I am doing, that means one ball, 10 distinguishable ball I am telling. The first ball, suppose the first ball gone to the first compartment, that means only one ball, means other balls not to be go to these compartments. Okay, this compartment, if first ball name suppose a is gone to the first compartment, then other suppose 10 balls a b c d e f g h I j, these are the named 10 named 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10 balls. The first ball gone to the first compartment, that means other balls are not going to go to the first compartment to find out the answer of this question. Only one ball. Okay, so if probability of second ball not to go to that compartment, obviously 1 by 1 by 30, 1 minus 1 by 30. Okay, if probability of going to the compartment is 1 by 30, not going will be 1 minus 1 by 30, whatever we have been discussed, it will be 29 by 30. Okay, so the first ball a named a is gone to this compartment, the probability is 1 by 30. Other 9 balls are there. The b is not going to be go to this compartment, or the second ball is not going to go second compartment. What is the probability? 29 by 30. Likewise, c is not going to go to the compartment 1, will be how much? 29 by 30. Now how many 29 by 30 terms we are going to get? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So as these are the mutually independent events, nothing is going to be restricted to one another, so it will be going to multiply. So 1 by 30, 29 by 30 into 29 by 30 into 29 by 30, 9 times. That means 29 by 30 to the power 9. This will be the probability of only one ball is going to be go to the any one of the compartment. Okay, next question is that probability of first ball going to, sorry, this one, all the 10 balls going to go for the particular compartment. So first ball gone to the first compartment, what is the probability? 1 by 30. Second ball is going to be go for this first compartment, what will the probability? That will be also 1 by 30. Third one is going to go for the to the same compartment, what will the probability? The same, 1 by 30, according to equal priori probability. So 10 balls is there, so what will the probability? 1 by 30 into 1 by 30 into 1 by 30 up to 10. That means 1 by 30 to the power 10 or 1 by 30 to the power 10. This will be the answer for all the balls, all the 10 balls is going to go for a particular compartment, right? Now no ball at all, that means one compartment has no ball, then what will be the answer? Here same way we are going to go, that first ball is going to go in the first compartment, what will the probability? 1 by 30. Okay, this ball not going to go in this compartment, what will the probability? Will be 29 by 30. That means 1 minus 1 by 30 will be equal to 29 by 30. That means the particle A not go to the first compartment, probability is 29 by 30. Similarly, how many balls are there? 10 balls. So what will the probability will be there? 29 by 30 into 29 by 30. That 29 by 30 means this is the probability that the ball, any one of the ball is not going to go to a particular compartment. That means 29 by 30, again 29 by 30, again 29 by 30, up to 10 times we have to consider. So 29 by 30 to the power 10 will be the answer of no ball at all. That means there is no ball going to go a particular compartment. Okay, now we have to go for the permutation and combination. Just basic things we are discussing. Okay, you just pause the video and write down whatever I written in the note. Okay, so these things no need to write, these things I have been discussed, you write from here. These things you have to write, these things you have to write, then these are the things whatever I have been discussed you can write in a note. So here permutation is nothing but NPR, that means n factorial by n minus r factorial. This is called the representation of permutation. Means what? Selection and arrangement, number of arrangement of n things. Remember, okay, you have to remember, we have to just uh, in our preceding, in our forthcoming sections we are going to be discuss. Okay, n things taken are at a time, number of arrangements of number of arrangements from n things, from n things taken r at a time. We have to take r at a time. Suppose 10 is there, we have to take 4 at a time, then we have to arrange it. Okay, select the 4 and arrange is called the permutation, but only selection is called as the combination, that is represented by ncr, n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, this is the combination, this is only arrangement. Arrangement is not considered here, only r things taken from total n. That means number of way of selection, number of way of selection is uh, is the representation of your combination, but selection as well as arrangement is representation of your permutation. Okay, so here ncp equal to ncq when p plus q equal to n. At that time this relation you already know in your plus 2, you just recall and write down in your notes. Now we have to go for distribution of 4 distinguishable particles in 2 compartments of equal size. This is most important, carefully you have to watch. Okay, from this we have to clearly define what is called the macro state, what is called the micro state, what is the probability of macro state, and all other things. Okay, carefully you have to watch. So now we have to discuss distribution of 4 distinguishable particles in 2 compartments of equal size. Here it is represented that 2 different compartments and 2 equal sized compartments and 4 different particles A, B, C, D are going to be arranged. Okay, according to equal priori probability, the probability of a particle going to a compartment is 1 by 2. Okay, the distribution of 4 particles in 2 compartments are how many types? It will be either here will be 0 and all the particles will be in the compartment, that means 0 4 or 1 3 or 2 2 or 3 1 or 4 0. These are the 1 2 3 4 5 different distributions can be possible. Okay, 5 different distributions, more than these not possible. Okay, so these are known as the macro states. These are known as the macro state. That means in the compartment the first one will be in the compartment 0 and second one will be 4 particles will be there. So this here it will be 1 particle will be here, 3 particle will be second compartment. So here 1 particle means, that means maybe A, maybe B, maybe C, maybe D, anything. Okay, so whatever the possible microstates of this particular macrostate that we are going to be discuss. So these are the overall distribution, main distribution of 2 compartments. Okay, so these are the called as the macrostates. Okay, So now we have to find out the microstates of each macro state. So draw this table, pause the video and draw this table. So first macro state is that 0 4. 0 4 here I written, I just reversely written. Okay, no problem. First we have to consider 40. No problem. 40. 40 means here we have to 4 particles will be there and here 0. That means compartment 1 contains A, B, C, D. Compartment 2 will be 0. How many ways it can be arranged? It can be arranged, or how many ways it has to be, we have to consider in how many ways it can be. It will be only one wage. Okay, that means from the 4 particles we have to select at a time 4 for first compartment, and for the second compartment it will be 0. Okay, so total number it will be 1. The third macro state is 3 1. 3 1, that means compartment 1 will be contain 3 and compartment 2 will be contain 1 particle. How many ways? You can see that first compartment can be A B C, second one will be D, A B D C, A C D B, B C D A. So number of wage of selections are 4. Okay, or number of possible arrangements, we can see possible arrangements are 4. Okay, and for 2 2, 2 2 means first compartment will be 2, second compartment will be 2. How many ways we can arrange these 2 2 macro state? It will be A B C D, A C B D, A B, A D B C, B C A D, A B D A C, C D A B. That means 6 ways. Okay, 6 possible ways it can be arranged for this particular macro state. For 1 3 it is 4, A B C D, B C A C D, C A B D, D A B C. So it is 4. So for 4 0, that means first compartment will be 0, second compartment will be 4. How many ways? Only one wage. 0 A B C D, one wage. So total number of wage or arrangements are 1 4 6 4 1, that means 16. So these 16, that is your total number of meaningful arrangements, or called as microstates. Total number of microstates. So for this macro state, number of microstates are 1. For these macro state, number of microstates are 4. For this macro state, microstates are 6. For this macro state, microstates are 4. This macro state, microstates are 1. Now, probability of occurrence of this macro state will be 1 by total number of microstates. So total number of microstates we found that 16, so it will be 1 by 16. So probability of this macro state will be 4 by total number of microstate will be 4 by 16, right? For this macro state it will be 6 by 16. For this 4 by 16. For this it will be 1 by 16. Okay, now the different arrangements in macro state is called as the microstates, whatever we have been discussed. Or we can say that in a given microstate there can given macrostate there can be numbers of microstates which are called as thermodynamic probability. Okay, so this frequency or number of possible arrangements, or W, it is represented by W, is also called as thermodynamic probability. Number of microstates for a particular macrostate is called as thermodynamic probability. Remember it. This is a new word that you have to remember. Thermodynamic probability, W, is nothing but number of microstates for a particular macrostate. Okay, now we have to find the probability of macro state 04 traditional way. Here you can see, according to principle of equal priori probability, a particle going to any compartment will be 1 by 2. Now the particle of now we have to consider probability of particle A going to compartment 2 will be 1 by 2. Okay, so here in the compartment 2 all the 4 particles are there. That means the probability of particle A moving to compartment compartment 2 compartment 2 is 1 by 2. B also 1 by 2. C is going to move compartment 2 1 by 2. D 1 by 2. So hence probability of 4 particles going to compartment 2 will be 1 by 2 1 by 2 1 by 2 1 by 2, that 1 by 2 to the 4 divided by equal to 1 by 16. This is the traditional method whatever we have been discussed in this question. Okay, in this question whatever we discussed. So for this arrangement that is equal to 0 4, all the particles is going to second compartment. So one particle is going to go this compartment. What will the probability? 1 by 2. Second one 1 by 2. Third one 1 by 2. Fourth one 1 by 2. The total probability will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2 to the power 4 will be 1 by 16. Okay. Probability of macrostate 1 3. 1 3 means this one. Here one particle will be there and another 3 particles will be in this compartment. Then that means a particle will be moved. This compartment will be 1 by 2. The 4 possibles are there. 4 possible microstates are there. So if we are going to consider this microstate, it will be 1 by 2, and this B for BCD it will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 1 by 2, it will be 1 by 3. So for this particular microstate it will be 1 by 16. So for this 1 by 16 1 by 16 1 by 16, so the probability of occurrence of 1 3 macrostate will be 4 by 16. Okay, so likewise we are going to be calculate for probability of macro state 2 2. You just write down in the same language I given the dotted line. You just write the language of this one. Okay, probability of microstate of A B C D A comma B C D equal to like this, like that. Pause the video and write down. Here first line I written, other lines you have to write. Probability of microstate A B C D will be 1 by 2 square 1 by 2 square, also 1 by 16. So likewise, as for this macrostate, 6 microstates are there, so it will be 6 by 16. You can write in your note. Probability of macrostate 3 1, it will be 4 by 16. Probability of macrostate 4 0 will be 1 by 16. Hence, in general, probability of macrostate is nothing but number of microstates present in that macrostate, that is your W, divided by total number of microstates, that is your W n1 n2 for any macrostate, n1 n2 divided by nm. Nm is represents your total number of microstates, n subscript m. Okay, this represents the total number of microstates. So here probability of a macrostate 0 1 will be 1 by 16. That means W n1 n2, n1 is 0, n2 is 2 by 16 is nothing but 1 by 16. Okay, so here you can write W31. What is W31, what is W41 in detail here we have been discussed. You just wait. So W22 is nothing but 6 by 16, or 4 by 16 is nothing but W13. That means first compartment is 1, second compartment is 3 particles, will be W13 by 16, W04 by 16. Okay, or 1 by 16 for 04 macrostate. So in general, total number of microstates will be C to the power n. That means your compartments, number of compartments to the power total number of particles. Here C is number of compartments, here n is number of particles. So if we are going to consider 5 particles, A, B, C, D, 2 compartments, so 2 to the 5, 32 microstates we are going to be get. Okay, so another example we are going to be discuss in our next section. You just wait. So generalized of W n1 n2. What is the meaning of n1 W n1 n2? I am explaining, you just watch. This is interesting. This portion is interesting. So this is important, that generalized of W n1 n2. What is the meaning of W n1 n2? Carefully you have to watch. This portion is important. Whatever I told, that W n1 n2 means the one particle has been taken. First one particle has been selected from this four particle and filled in compartment 1. Then rest of the 3 is going to be selected for the second compartment. Okay, so same thing it has been written for C1. We have to select one particle from 4 particles. Then for C2 we have to select 3 particles from rest of the 3 particles. How many ways? It will be 4C1. 4C1 is means from 4 we have to select 1 for the first compartment. Then rest of the particles are 3, but we have to consider 3 particles for this compartment, means 3C3. So 4C1 is nothing but 4 factorial by 1 factorial into 3 factorial into 3C3 is nothing but 3 factorial by 3 factorial into 0 factorial will be 4 weight. Okay, so here we can see that one combination, one mathematical expression, that 4 factorial by 1 factorial into 3 factorial. Okay, here 3 factorial got cancelled. 4 factorial by 1 factorial into 3 factorial. That means whenever we are going to consider W13, it can be directly written as total number of particles is 1 plus 3, 4 factorial by 1 factorial into 3 factorial. Okay, this is going to be verified. You just watch. Now we have to consider W22. That means how many ways we have to select 2 particles from 4 particles for compartment 1, then select 2 particles from the rest of the 2 particles. First we have to select 2 particles. How many ways? For the compartment 1, then 2 particles from the rest of the 2. How many ways? It will be 4C2 into 2C2. That will be 4 by 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 by 2 factorial into 0 factorial, or it will be 4 into 3 by 2 equal to 6. Or you can see here 2 factorial got cancelled. It will be 2 factorial by 4 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. That means this is the expression indicates that it will be in the form of, you can see total number of particles is 4 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 factorial, like that. Okay, so for that another example I am going to be represent over here. You just watch that number of distinguished particles are 10 and 4 compartments. Here total number of particles are n, capital N is 10, number of compartments is 5. So first we have to consider W3214. That means first compartment is going to be filled by 3, second compartment is going to be filled by 2, third is 1, fourth is 4 particles. So number of ways of selection 3 from 10 particle is equal to 10C3. Okay, so then number of ways of selection 2 particles from rest of the particle, already 3 selected, then rest of the particles are 7, so 7C2. Then number of ways of selection 1 particle from rest of the particle means already 3 plus 2 5 already selected, rest are 5, so 5C1. Okay, then number of ways selection 4 particles, because fourth compartment is going to be filled by 4 particles, 4 from 4 particles, because already 3 plus 2 plus 1 6 particle already taken, only rest is 4, so 4C4. So total number of selections will be equal to 10C3, 7C2, 5C1, 4C1. It will be 10 factorial by 3 factorial into 7 factorial, 7 factorial by 2 factorial into 7, 5 factorial, 5 factorial by 1 factorial into 4 factorials, 4 factorial by 4 factorial into 0 factorial. So here 4 factorial got cancelled, 5 factorial got cancelled, 7 got cancelled, and we found that here 10 factorial by, here I don't have space, no, so I written here 10 factorial by 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 4 factorial. This is indicates that 10 factorial by, here you can see 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, this type of one expressions it indicates. Okay, now we have to consider another uh, macro state, that is your two sorry so here we got how many, what will the answer here we got, that means these number of microstates possible for this macro state. Okay, now we have to consider another macro state, that will be W2332, that 10 number of particles are there. So first we have to consider for C1, 2 we are going to select from 10, so 10 C2, the rest are 8, so 3 is there, 8 C3, 3 to 5, 5 already gone, so 5 C3, because third compartment is 3 particles, so 3 3 6 2, 8 already gone, 2 C2, so total number of selection will be 10 C2, 8 3C into 5 C3 into 2 C2, it will be 10 factorial by 2 factorial, 8 factorial into 8 factorial by 3 factorial into 5 factorial into 5 factorial by 3 factorial into 2 factorial, 2 factorial by 2 factorial into 0 factorial. Okay, so we are going to get 10 factorial by, here you can see 8 factorial, 8 factorial got cancel, 5 5 got cancel, 2 2 got cancel, and we found 10 factorial by 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, and 2 factorial. This is nothing but your it is indicates that total number of particles factorial, n factorial by 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. So here total particles are 10. So for this, what will the total number of microstates? 4 to the power 10. Okay, total number of microstates means if we are going to consider all the possible macrostate and corresponding microstates, then we are going to get this much number of microstates, that we are not going to be consider. Only we have considered here two macrostates, this one and this one, and other macrostates here we considered that for W2 to W13. From these four macrostates, in general, whatever we got, you just watch it. From the above discussion, it is concluded that W1, 2, 3 up to Nk. That means if the compartment is divided into K equal, when whole suppose whole system is whole cylinder or system is divided into K equal compartments, that means C1, C2, C3 up to Cn, and if we are going to calculate W N1, N2, N3 up to Nk, that means N1 is the number of particles in C1, N2 is the number of particles in C2, N3 is the number of particles in C3, and total number of particles suppose N, total number of particles is suppose N, then how many ways it will be? It will be N factorial, total number of particle N factorial by N1 factorial into N2 factorial into N3 factorial up to Nk factorial. Okay, so that implies W N1, N2, N3 up to Nk will be N factorial, total number of particle factorial by N1 factorial into N2 factorial into N3 factorial up to Nk factorial. This is the number of microstates of macrostate N1, N2, N3 dot Nk. So here total number of particles are N1, N2, N3 up to Nk is capital N. Here N is nothing but also summation format, we can write I equal to 1 to K Ni. In general, therefore, probability of macrostate, what we can write? The number of microstates of that particular macrostate divided by total number of microstates. Okay, so for example, if we are going to consider 2 3 3 2, what will the probability of this macrostate? The total, the number of microstates of this macrostate whole divided by total number of microstates. So for this one, it will be total number of particles are 10, so 10 by 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial into divided by 4 to the 10 or 1 by 4 to the 10. This will be the probability of occurrence of this macro state. Okay, so we got somewhat idea about the macro state and corresponding microstates. In this discussion, so I suggest that you have to write down the note whatever we have been discussed in this video. And in the next class we are going to discuss relation between entropy and thermodynamic probability W. That means for a particular macro state, number of microstates are there, whatever we have been discussed. What is the relation between the entropy and with thermodynamic probability, that we are going to discuss in our next class, which is very very important in your as per your core 14 paper concern. Okay, so this topic is most important, whatever we are going to discuss in the next class. So thank you so much for watching this video. I suggest pause the video and write down the note carefully. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.